everyone. My name is Katie and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody's been having a great week so far. But I just yeah, I'm I have lots of things I want to say and don't know where to even start yet. Um so I hope that everybody's great. I'm going first of what I'm going to do is wait for people to kind of show up in the channel. Uh I'm kind of slacking here. I haven't got everything set up the way I wanted it. But let us know what y'all been working on this week in the chat. And then I'm going to spotlight Andi here. And Andi's gonna say hello to y'all. And she's going to tell you about her channel and what she plans on working on tonight.
Hi everybody, I am the Crafty Witch and I am working on a ghost face tapestry today. So I did my pumpkin one last night, so I decided I was going to do a few of my spooky ones for this week, obviously, since it's Halloween. So I'm working on a ghost face one with glow-in-the-dark yarn for his scream mask. So I think that'll be fun. And other than that, I am also working on Nova Gnomes Creations Boo Tube Spirit Week. So I should have my tarantula video out later tonight because I didn't get it filmed yet. So keep an eye for that. And that's it for me.
Oh yeah, remind me to mention something about everybody's usernames and how to fix them. Because I can tell you how to fix them.
Oh, nice.
Okay, now I'm going to unspotlight you and we're going to put Chaunda over here on candid camera. Hi, Chaunda. Want to fill a seat?
Hello. Chaunda's a bit all over the place today. My name is Chaunda. My channel is Under the Needle Quilting and Crafts, but I mostly do quilting and crochet. So I don't know why I didn't name it that because that would have been more fitting. But here we are. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on today. I've got the project that I've been working on, which is this little doohickey here. And I
It's
don't
coming
think I've
out
touched
really
it.
good. Look at that. You've gone a lot further than I've gotten.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so I've got that. And so I'm working on that, but I've got a bit of a squirrel thing going on. There've been a lot of yarn deals happening lately, and so I've been purchasing some yarn. I purchased a lot of yarn that I'm hoarding under my table here. And so what I'm doing right now is I have a lot of projects that I want to make. And so basically I'm going through my yarn stash and my pattern stash and figuring out what potential yarns I want to do for which potential projects. So I'm gonna be doing a little crocheting today and a little bit of brain work today. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Well, that's awesome. So, have you had a good week so far, other than having to work?
Yeah, it's been fine. It's Tuesday, so the week is still anew. But yeah, everything's been all right. I didn't go into the office today because I knew we had this at 4:30 and I knew I wouldn't be back here in time if I went into the office today. So I knew I had to work from home, but then I still forgot like what time it was and I was like, "Oh, shit. I need to I need to get ready for the live crochet." But I'm actually kind of excited about it because I've been very I don't know, lazy in my crochet life right now. Um like I'll have my project in front of me and whereas normally I might work on it for like an hour, like I'll do like 10 minutes and then I'll just put it down. Or I'll just sit there and look at it and not touch it at all. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to this because I feel like I need to, at least a solid, 60 minutes I need to get in today. I think that would make me feel pretty good. So that's what I'm working on.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. Well, as everybody knows, I've been having issues for the last almost month now, and it's kind of dipped into my fun.
Yes.
And now, yesterday, Nikolai's been pretty attentive. He's been like, I guess he could see when the pain starts, and I get kicked to the bed. Only that wasn't what I said in someone's live yesterday. They're like, wait a minute, what did you just say? All I said was my husband made me go horizontal.
Yes.
And when I said that it could be taken a naughty way. But
Yeah, that was
you're
mine.
married, Katie, so I hope there's some horizontal going on.
Leave it up to me to put my foot in my mouth, right? But anyway, so yesterday when he sent me to bed, I had been sewing a little bit, and I didn't want to stop. And he's like, "Go." And so I had this brilliant idea. He's been working on his jelly roll project, and he realized he made too many of one direction because he's rotating the direction of these, because he's doing a rail fence is what he's doing. And I made a comment. I said, have you pulled the ones that you have too many of the same direction on? He said, yeah. So I thought he wanted me to, so I told him, I said, why don't you bring them in there, because I can rip while laying, at an angle on the bed, where I'm halfway up and halfway down. I could rip them all out for him, and then he wouldn't have to bother with it, and I don't have to worry about him poking holes with a seam ripper, So he brings them in there, and I didn't realize he only wanted one side off. I ripped every one of them apart.
Oh.
So now he's got to re-sew not just one side, but two sides.
Ooh.
It was just some communication error there, All right, let me say hi to everybody in the chat, and then yeah. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Mary. And let me see here. We got Jaja in here. That's all I can see in here. Do you see more than 3 people in here? Besides my husband? And yeah, that's just what it looks like. I'm sure more will come in. Jaja's got all these little emojis. Jaja says hers says there's 20 watching though, so some are being quiet. Okay. So Andi, what was you planning on working on today again?
I'm working on a tapestry of a ghost face.
Okay, got you. And I'm just gonna continue working on my I don't know why I can never remember the name of this Afghan.
Isn't it the Northern Lights?
I'm using Northern Lights yarn. Called something else.
Oh, gotcha.
Chaunda knows what the name of it is.
Oh, your blanket?
Yeah. I always forget the name, and I have it. Hang on, I can get the paperwork out. I've got.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, hold on. But it's by Addict 24, and all of
her website changed, right?
Yeah, she's so excited about it, about finally getting it up and running. Because the last time you and I tried to go over there, we couldn't even log on to it.
Yeah, that explains why we're having difficulty. Because I guess whoever hosts it, they're not hosting anymore. So she's migrated to another place, and so she's upgrading everything. So it's been nice. I've got some tabs saved over there.
Yeah. Oh, it's called Sweet Pea. I'm doing the Sweet Pea one, and you're doing the other one.
No, I'm doing the Sweet Pea one.
Then it's the other one I'm doing.
You're doing the other one.
Anyway, so we're on Addict 24, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. Go look it up. She was moving her website. She was moving it away from. I want to say she was moving it away from WordPress. I think that's who she was moving it away from.
Spring Frost.
Yeah, I knew it was from somewhere, and now she has it in a new place. Okay, Cindy wants to know how I am feeling. I'm doing better, but I can only sit in this chair for maybe 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and then I start feeling pain. And then when I go to stand up, guess what happens? So, but we're dealing with it. I'm also, the doctor has added 400 milligrams of ibuprofen in one little tab. Y'all ought to see these pills, they're humongous. To take with the paracetamol. And he put me on a stomach medicine to help deal with the issues because my stomach's sensitive to ibuprofen. And I don't know how I feel about that because I really don't like taking stomach medicine because even stomach medicine has side effects and some of them are not so cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some of them have secondary or can cause secondary trouble. So I'm going to give it a go and we'll see what happens. And if it turns out that this, one doesn't help make the other one better, because what it is I cannot take without something to help deal with my stomach. My stomach is sensitive to both aspirin and ibuprofen. You may as well pour acid in my stomach because it just really makes me sick. So we're trying it. The last couple of days I've been okay, no nausea yet. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Joyce says she's working on an Afghan for her great granddaughter, and someone said they were working on a hoodie. Where was that at? Who said they were working on a hoodie? I missed. Oh, scarf. Mary says she's she's crocheting a hoodie scarf for her great granddaughter. Okay, got it. I knew it was something like that. Joyce, hey Joyce, welcome. She says hello to everybody. She just popped in to say hey. Cindy says she's sending prayers. And Joyce says, Katie Buck, set your alarm for, yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me to do that. And today I set an alarm for like an hour to, when I got done after an hour of sewing, to get up and stop and go do something else. And then come back later. And I did that. And then I came back down and sat down for another hour. And about the second half of that hour, that's when I started noticing I was like having issues. And Nikolai come in and he saw it too. So he's like, you need to go horizontal. So I did. All right, let me set a timer. 30. Yeah, there we go. So when you hear this thing go off, it's just my phone. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, Joyce says she can't take ibuprofen because it messes with her stomach, but she can't. Wait. See, I can't take naproxen either. It's an issue for me. It's like I said, I don't know what it is about these and the thing about
All
it
the
is
NSAIDs. You can't take any of the NSAIDs.
no, none of the NSAIDs. But the thing with NSAIDs is they're anti-inflammatory in nature. And I know I've had, in the past before I realized I had an issue with it, you could put it together with Tylenol or acetaminophen. What do you call it? Take them in tandem with each other.
Right.
And it seemed to take care of, it was just a way of controlling certain types of pain without having to go to the doctor and say, I need something better, which we all know now is such a big deal. I still have traveling in the house. And yesterday, I think, yesterday I took one. Today I haven't had one yet. So I'm managing today so far just on the ibuprofen with the paracetamol. That's what I'm managing with it now. So we'll see where that goes. We'll see if we can keep it at that or not. I have tried naproxen. They don't sell naproxen over here, though. There's a lot of things that we have in the United States that I can't even get over here unless someone mails them to me. It's like Benadryl. Benadryl's my best friend, but I'm always running out, and then I have to wait for someone to send some to me. Jaja says she's making enchiladas right now, so she's prepping them for tonight. Joyce, she says, make sure you eat something every time you take ibuprofen. Okay, will do. I can't help myself, and nobody get mad at me, but I want to share my screen because first of all, I'm a Florida girl. Y'all know that. I was raised in Florida, and since I can remember, I've had a fascination for hurricanes. And when I was young, you didn't have such things as the internet, where you could go look at Boo Koodle's graphics of hurricanes when they're forming, and then get to see some of the really big ones that turn into something beautiful. And I feel horrible for Jamaica right now because they're going to get run over like a train, and it's going to cause a lot of heartache for a lot of people. But you guys, that hurricane is as perfect of a hurricane as I've ever seen. She broke the record books this morning because her millibars dropped down to 895 millibars, and she's being ranked in with four other hurricanes that have that same millibar. Um, the eye is perfect. I mean, and you can tell by the satellite pictures and stuff, she's something else. And I wanted to share the pictures of her because I think, our planet, you hear me say this a lot, our planet not only makes beautiful things, but some of the beautiful things it makes turns into bad things, or it can
Very
be
destructive.
very destructive. And that's why we all as human beings have that's a lot of times it makes you realize just how tiny we really are, in the grander scheme of some of the things our planet does. I mean, think of this: we have hurricanes, we have tornadoes, we have earthquakes, we have volcanoes. All of this is our planet creating these things. And then you have something like northern lights, because the sun sends CM, like tonight's supposed to be a really strong CME, or a good night for having more northern lights tonight. And because another strong CME hit the atmosphere. So all of these things our planet gives to us, but a lot of people miss out on some of it. I'm not talking about you're missing out on damage. That's not what I mean. I mean the beauty part of it's what I'm talking about. And a lot of people live in places where they can't experience things like northern lights, or just different little phenomena that our planet does. Now, do I want to live in an earthquake place? No. But when in 2020, Iceland had that first eruption, because this eruption thing that's going through the island is moving as it goes along. These fissures come up, create another cone. And that first year, it was active for almost 10 months. And someone was making videos and filming the whole thing. And I just sat there on the edge of the sofa, and I'm watching these YouTube videos, and I'm like, it was mesmerizing. It was beautiful. Dangerous, yes, but at the same time, it just is something really cool about it. And I can't really explain why I think it's cool.
I didn't know you were a weather nerd, Katie.
Yeah.
I thought about this many times. One of the things I should have did was, when I was in college, go ahead and take meteorology as one of the courses, because I love the weather. I should have done that.
Back then they didn't encourage you to take classes that interest you. Like they didn't encourage you to really explore stuff like that. You're supposed to just choose what you're supposed to be or what you want to study, and just study that, and that's it. And they didn't really encourage exploration. I wish they had.
Yeah.
There's a lot of classes I wish I had taken.
Go ahead.
My grandfather was a meteorologist in the Navy.
Nice.
Oh, that's really cool.
Or not the Navy, the Air Force. I'm sorry. Can't believe I said that.
Well, they were talking about the hurricane hunter going out to try to get inside the eye wall this morning after the millibars dropped, because it did. NASA got some pictures. NASA and the National Aeronautics Oceanic, whatever they're called,
NOAA.
Pictures of the inside of an eye wall. Yeah, it looked like a stadium. I mean, there was just this white wall on the inside of it. It was just, oh my gosh. She just, and I can't, help but just stare at it in awe of all of it, because you know, you don't see, not all hurricane, a lot of hurricanes are pretty, but then you've got these that are just, there's nothing, there's just nothing like that particular one. I remember when Hurricane Floyd hit North, it was North Carolina, wasn't it, Chaunda?
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of, we got a lot of flooding because
Yeah,
we had already gotten a storm before that. Forgot what it was called.
yeah, there was one before
Bertha or
him.
something, but we had already had a storm because I lived there at the time. Well, I lived in the area of Eastern North Carolina that got hit really, really hard. Um, and we had already got a hurricane that dropped a lot of rain, and then Floyd came behind it, and like the half the city was flooded, and like one of the neighboring cities was like
Hmm.
completely flooded. I don't think that place ever recovered.
So I bet you didn't know this. He was 750 miles across.
Wow.
I'm not surprised
And
because
he,
it was so the winds, it wasn't a wind issue, but it dropped so much
yeah.
rain for so long, it just
And
decimated.
And the other thing was is he had two eye walls, and I have pictures of where you could see both the eye walls. And they were catching the two eye walls because the eye wall recycles itself every so many hours. It'll recycle the eye wall, and depending on the strength of a hurricane, if it's a weak hurricane, it'll cause the center of the hurricane to be closed for a while, where you can't see the eye. But on really super strong ones like Floyd was, the eye was so prominent and the storm was so strong that when it was recycling his eye, it wasn't losing that formation that you could see from the satellite photos of it. Cindy says, and remember volcanoes, what awesome power. And Cindy says, I live in California. Earthquakes are quite common. The few times I've been to California, I don't know, maybe when I was a young girl, before my dad got out of the Navy, I might have experienced it and just don't remember it. I was too young. But I wanted to share the picture, so that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all don't get mad at me. But I just think y'all should see how beautiful it is. Uh-oh. Hang on a minute. Gotta go make sure the browser's sitting up the one that needs to be seen. Oh, here it is. All right. My laptop's a little weird. It probably needs to be restarted. Um, Let me know when you can see the screen. You should see my Facebook.
Can see it.
Okay, now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on the first picture. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Look how big she is compared to the island up in up north of her.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Huge. Okay. Oh, here's my mouse. All right, I'm just going to flip through the pictures, I think. Or not. This thing is being weird. Oh, okay, hang on a minute, y'all. It's being weird. You see that flashing is not doing anything but sitting there. Maybe I need to restart again. Let me try clicking on it again. So most of these pictures I got from a legitimate news source, like some of them are from Jacksonville, Florida news weather station. There's a particular meteorology department in Jacksonville that I've followed for I don't know 30 years. They're always accurate, or they're just better at reporting it and not turning it into, not sensationalizing it. That's what I like about them. They don't sensationalize it. And, I don't want to hear, because sometimes you just don't need to scare the crap out of people. You just need to educate them,
Yeah.
I don't know what time this one was took, but this one was yesterday. Now look at this one. This one, she had she was at 941 millibars on this one. So this was yesterday at 5 p.m. But look at that eye. And then look at Jamaica. Jamaica's like this tiny little thing. She's going to totally cover the whole island.
Oh
And
yeah.
it looks to me like
over open water, so
yeah. When she made landfall this afternoon, one of the news stations had a camera up where you could see the ocean water, and a wave was coming in. I don't know how tall that wave was the hurricane was bringing in with it, but it was huge. And this is a better picture. This one is not this from yesterday. No, that was from this morning, 5 a.m. this morning. And she was only moving west at 3 miles an hour. And then this is talking about the lowest Atlantic pressures. Wilma of 2005 had 882 millibars. Gilbert, 888 millibars. 1935, y'all, Labor Day, 892 millibars. Rita from 2005, 895 millibars. And 2024, Milton had 895 millibars. And for those that don't know what that is, it's just telling you what the barometric pressure is. And the lower the barometric, the further down the barometric pressure drops, the more aggressive the storm becomes. Look at this, Chaunda. See that eye?
It's beautiful.
This was at 9 a.m. this morning, and this is her at 896 millibars.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? There was some videos, satellite videos, where you could see lightning striking all around the middle of the eyeball.
That's insane.
But I mean, it's just crazy.
Say a prayer for those people, because that's
pray for all
these devastating.
Because she's a big storm. She's not a little. Katrina, she created. She did a lot of damage, but she was a small storm. But this
and a lot of the damage from Katrina was, remember, because the levees. It wasn't even the storm itself. It was the levees that really created all that flooding.
Yeah. And this is with the cloud cover with no infrared. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It's almost perfect.
Yeah, she's just almost perfect. And she's got that wind wall is all the way around. There's like no breaking, like a shearing. Sometimes you can see sometimes on these satellites, even though they might be a Cat 5, you can see some shearing maybe off of one side of it. There's no shearing here at all. She's truly amazing. But very bad. It looks like she's moved over to the side of Jamaica, so maybe she won't get, maybe the whole island won't get totally damaged, maybe.
Hopefully.
At least I hope so. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to see that because it's really cool. But the way they're showing that she's going to turn when she does come across Jamaica, it looks like she's going to veer off toward Europe. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get some of here in South Greenland, if we don't get some of the wind event from it. Because sometimes it won't be a tropical or nothing like that. Or either Europe will get hit by the remnants of her one.
Jaja wants to know if people are being shuttled to if they're being shuttled off the island, if you know.
I don't know. That's a really good question, Jaja. Hey, Robin. I hope so. But you know, there's going to be some that can't leave because they don't have money, and some won't leave for other reasons. But if I remember right, I'm wondering how our other quilty friend that joins us. I usually do she's on live with me.
Janice.
Um oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of her name. Yeah, Janice. Janice is from Jamaica, so I'm wondering how she's dealing with all this because I know she's got family there.
I think I might reach out.
Yeah, we should reach out to her and check on her, make sure she's okay, because I'm sure she's worrying about her family.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because she goes home, I think every summer. I don't think she went off this last summer because she's doing this fast track for toward a PhD in education. And so she didn't go this summer because she was doing that instead.
I can never
That's
remember
why
her new channel name is the thing. To try
yeah.
to remember what it is.
Um you're under the needle and she is the right way.
She changed it from that.
Oh, did she? I
I
need
found her. She's quilting outside the lines.
okay, that then I need to be yeah. She must have did that because well people I think people were having a hard time trying to find her channel.
They
Um
were.
yeah. Oh, okay. About y'all's names in the chat. And if any of you need to be walked through how to fix it, or if you want to change it so that it makes better sense, like if you notice here, let me type in the chat. I changed mine today. See how it says Greenland Quilter? They squished it all up. But when they were resetting our names, they left Katie off of it. So I went back in there and I put Katie on the end of it and put that little hyphen in between it so that you could actually so people could because I don't people need to be able to see your name if you want to share your name. What you can do is you have to go into your settings on your browser for your YouTube channel. And then maybe I should make a little video on how to do it. What do you think about that, Chaunda? Might make better sense than then trying to talk about it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that way I could just record it and put it as a pre-record. Because whatever I do in there, it's not going to exactly show that much of something. It's going to be, cause it trouble. I definitely going to make a video. Me and Sean are definitely planning on making a video about how to set up Zoom, and he's going to do one on how to set up. I think he uses Streamlabs or either StreamYard, so that newbies can have an easier way of doing it.
I definitely don't know how. I was gonna go live this weekend and I was like, because it was Sunday and I was working on something and I was like, oh, I should go live. And I was like, well, I don't really know how. And I wish I knew how to share my screen. I don't know how to do that.
Well, then that's going to get added in there, so you'll know how to do it. I feel like if we do that, it'll make it easier and make people less apprehensive if they see a video where we do because we're going to make it so it's step by step, so that if you get lost, you can go back to that spot and say, okay, that's what they did. Because I remember when I first started out, Zoom's not Zoom's not hard, but if you don't if you leave a step out or you don't know you're supposed to have a step in it, you can easily just not get it right when you're tying it into YouTube.
Right.
Hello, Jennifer. Welcome, welcome. So what is so I see some say they're crocheting. What is everybody else doing? Are you ready for the holidays to start happening?
I am not. I mean, our family decided that this year we're not doing a bunch of individual gifts. So we do a secret Santa every year, and we have
Mhm.
like a dirty Santa every year. So we decided that that's all we're doing this year, that we're not doing any individual gifts like for the adults. So that made my life a lot easier. But um for my kids, like my son is going to be 18 years old. His birthday is coming up. His birthday is December 5th. So right before Christmas, I asked him what he wants for his birthday. He hasn't told me anything. So I'm pretty sure for Christmas and his birthday, he's just gonna get cash. Cause like I don't even know what to get this kid anymore. Like the things the things that he wants are like outside of my budget. Like I'm not paying $500 for something, like unless it's like a computer that you need for school. Other than that, like I'm not doing it.
There's
So
something wrong with your mic.
mine,
There's something wrong with your mic, Chaunda.
I think it's my internet, not my mic.
Okay, got you. All right. I didn't know if it was the internet or your mic. Okay, everybody. Now we know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even think we are having storms and rain today.
Okay. I just making sure you knew it was like that. All right. So you'll have to repeat
I
what you.
didn't, so thank you for letting me know. But it makes sense because you're freezing for me too.
Yeah.
So it's my internet.
Hi, Raven. I'd love to. Jennifer says she wants to learn that. Uh, you know, hang on a second. Let me go take a quick peek because I changed mine today because I got annoyed with it being like it was because you can't. It's hard to see everybody's names now. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's. My name is Katie, and welcome to the Greenland Quilter. Sorry. All right. Let's see here. Nope, that's not where I went, I don't think. I'm taking a quick peek so I can give you an idea of where to go. Because it's the problem is getting there to start with, but once you get there, then it's no big deal. Oh, I know how to get there now. Now that I've, yeah. I need to go into regular YouTube to my channel. So first you got to go to your channel, to your main page of your YouTube. So those that want to know, you need to write this down. But also I can share a screen. Hold on a minute. But let me make sure I'm going to take you to the right place first.
Hi, Kevin.
Hmm?
Mr. Tuber Chat.
Uh-oh. I think we're having internet trouble. Hey, Kevin. All right. So this is what you got to do. Let me share the screen so I can walk you through it. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your main YouTube channel page, okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. So I'm going to share the screen so you can see what I'm doing. Let me know when you can see my Greenland Quilter page.
Okay, got it.
Okay, do you see where it says right down here, customize channel?
Yep.
Click on that. It's going to take you to a new window. And then, do you see down here where your picture is? It says it is it you click on the change. You're not changing the picture, but there's other things in here to change too. No, that's wrong. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Scroll down. You'll see first where you have a name, and then below the name you see where it says handle. On your handle, you'll see where it says Greenland Quilter, which or whatever you have as your handle, and in here is where you can change to this morning. All I did, if they had removed up, I put a hyphen in there and put my name in there, and then you save it. Now, once you do that first change, you can't do another change for another 14 days. So make sure whatever you change this part to, that's what you're going to be happy with. If you decide you don't like it that way, you're going to have to wait 14 days before you can change it again. And then when you save it, it will, everyone, when you go into any live stream chats, that's what they're going to see. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
That's how you fix it to be what you want it to be. So it's go to your main page, click on customize channel, scroll down till you see where it says handle, and make your little change, and then save it. That's all you got to do.
Oh, fun.
Nothing to it. That's how simple it is. My trouble was I couldn't remember where it's at, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't write things down I should. And yeah. So anyway, that's how you do it.
Thanks, Katie.
You're welcome. Okay. Then it's like you're in all right, we're in a now, right? And you want to go change it right now, you actually can go change it right now, save it, then come refresh the screen in your live chat. Um, I think we're gonna. It went mute. Time for me to stand up.
Stretch.
Yep. Time to stand up and get out of the chair for a minute. I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay. No worries. I wonder if
suck to have pain like that you can't control.
Oh yeah. It's never good.
I've been super fortunate that I haven't had to manage anything like that.
I've been having more of my fibro pain lately because of my CIU kicking in, but other than that, it's been like, ugh. I understand. It's unfortunate.
What did I miss?
We're just talking about pain.
Yeah, pain really sucks.
Yes.
Melissa says, I'm late. Were you showing us how to remove those 4 numbers after our name? Yes. Melissa, go to your main YouTube channel and then click on customize was it customized channel or customized page? Hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. Make sure, because I don't want to tell you wrong. I think it's customized page or it's customized channel, I think. My laptop's being very weird. It's customized channel. Click on that, and then scroll down to where you see the word handle. And you can adjust anything to the right of that @ sign. And the YouTube thing will tell you if something's not allowed.
Oh, it is glowing. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
I was seeing if it was dark enough outside yet for it to glow. Because I wanted to make sure it's going to do what I want it to do.
Yeah, Christine, this is my once a month crochet together with my friends here. We do it once a month. We usually do it on the we were doing it on the third Thursday, but we've had, because I got behind on some things from this thing I got going on in my life. Do you know there's 2 or 3 channels that's getting close enough to be like thinking about hitting 1K?
Ooh, fun.
Figure out what you were going to do, Chaunda?
Yeah, I did some writing, I did some calculations, I did some figuring. So I'm done with that. So now I picked up some crochet. This is something new that I started that I had no business starting. So I'm just gonna do a couple of rows and then go back to my main project.
Yeah.
Go ahead and flip my camera now that I'm actually doing something.
I am seriously thinking I want to do a new mandala. But if I do another mandala, I have no idea where the heck I can hang it up at.
Right.
Because this one behind me is pretty big. And it's not like I have lots of walls around to hang things on. Hello, Toby. Welcome, welcome. What if you don't have a channel? You can still change it. Everybody has that on their main page, I think, right? I don't know. Let me go look at my other. I do have another. Let me go look at my other account, because I have one I use on the other browser. It was my original one. Let me go look. I think, and I hear Christmas music. What the heck?
Party time.
Ah, now I know why there's this you. All right, YouTube. Let me go there real quick and let me look. I'm pretty sure anyone can. You don't have to necessarily, because you're considered a channel regardless of whether you
Have
do any,
content.
whether you put content on it or not. I don't think that's a requirement. Yeah, even us, yes, called view your channel. So when you go to your main page, those that don't use your channel as a creator, and you have the same thing. And if you need me, yeah, hold on a minute. Now, the one I showed you earlier was for my channel. It had a lot more stuff on it. Let me show you what a plain one looks like, so that that way you're not thinking I'm leading you down the wrong path. Hang on. I get to share the screen again. Yeah, we're about to see how many icons I have on my screen. I mean, open windows on my browser, that is.
Oh,
because I have
yeah.
two browsers. I have 2 different browsers up. I use Avest and I use Google Chrome. And right now there's a bunch on my Google Chrome because I multitask too much.
Oops.
What in the
Cheez-Its.
world are you doing? Uh-oh. I accidentally clicked on something. Yes, I did accidentally click on something. Hold on. Y'all are
It's
about to get blasted with
clicking
something you didn't want to
away.
hear. Mm.
Oops. Okay. I always forget that I have to make sure I'm counting right with the tapestry.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Okay. Now get rid of that screen. And then let's stop this screen because it's not where I wanted to be.
Andi, did you have your thing yet? Your the I don't know if it's a con. I don't know what you call it, but I know you had an
Comic-Con?
event that you were preparing to sell some stuff. Has that
Oh,
happened yet?
yeah, I did one 2 weeks ago.
How did it
And
go?
that one was kind of slow. I did better than the previous year, but it was very slow. Like people aren't coming out. And I think with the shutdown and everything, people just weren't coming out. And then my next one is December, second week in December, so we'll see how
That's more
that goes.
time, you know.
Yeah. So I have a little bit of time to play around before and
Can
do
y'all
some
see
fun projects. Yes.
that? Okay, for those who don't use regular or are not a creator, see, you still have right here, customize channel. You have something called some of you, if you don't even have videos, you won't even have a management videos, but you will have that customized channel there. And you just click on that. Or not. And then scroll down to where you see handle. And that's where you make your changes. Just make sure you save it when you do it. If you don't save it, then it won't keep it. And remember, again, if you choose something, you decide you don't like it that way, you will have to wait 14 days to change it to something else. YouTube don't let you just automatically go in there every hour and change it till you're satisfied with something, which is kind of strange, but okay.
I think within the 14 days, if you want to change it back to the old, I think it will let you do that.
Yeah. Okay, now we're back to where we were at. Okay. I hope that helped. Now look at Jennifer fixed hers. Good job.
I must have did mine like a long time ago without knowing, so I didn't even know what numbers you were talking about.
Some people were showing up with numbers. Like you can see here on Joyce Hernandez name,
Mm-hmm.
they put numbers behind her name.
Oh, I see that.
And so some people have numbers. Pat's got numbers behind hers. Robin's got numbers behind hers. It didn't put numbers at the end of mine, but what it did do is take my Katie away because it was in brackets. So I guess it doesn't allow brackets, but it will allow a hyphen. So that's how I fixed that, so that it can have Katie on it. Because some of us like calling each other by their names, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll save it. Is there a save button? Yes. It should be. Um. Hold on. Should be up to the right. Hi, Florna.
Hi, Florna.
Lorna. Yeah, there is a save button.
Yeah, when you finish, if you look toward the right, go back up toward, not totally to the top, but right there in that area where you're modifying the screen, there's a save button or an update button. I think it's called update, actually. Hi, Linda. Welcome, welcome.
Ooh, hi, Linda.
Irish Sail Lady.
Yes.
Her name had actually, yeah, her name actually had her name on it till YouTube got a hold of it. Yeah, Linda Irish Sail Lady, I think was what was on it, something like that. Mine's, yeah, that's what you do. Publish it, yes. Yeah, it says publish. It's the same thing as saving. It means the same thing. I couldn't remember because it was this morning when I did it.
I think
I'm lucky if I
I'm
remember.
saved.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I remember anything while I'm having pain problems.
Right.
Because it definitely has messed up my ability to concentrate.
Yeah, no concentration during that time.
Yeah, it's like you're screwed with it, man. I can't think straight. I thought maybe it was just the drugs, but I don't think so. I think it's the pain that's causing it. I can't stay focused for very long unless I really make myself do it, you know?
Right. I will tell you that when my CIU came back, my over sensitivity in my fibro like kicked into overdrive, so I understand.
When the doctor, the it was the lady doctor before the doctor that put me in the hospital. She touched me on, oh, it was the one that was giving me my COVID, and she went to press on my arm, and I went, ow. And she looked at me, she said, I didn't press that hard. And I said, I have ouchy spots like that all over my body. And she's like, really? I said, yes. I said, my husband can just come in and innocently just do light poke. And you'd have thought he went boom like that.
Oh yeah.
And she says, well, have you talked to the doctor about that? I'm like, nope. Because I already know what it is.
Yeah.
It's fibro. That's what it
Yep.
is. And there's not a darn thing they can do about it that I know of. That's why sometimes clothes hurt when I wear them, or
Oh, yes.
or my blanket. If or here's a good example: you lay down on your sheets, and there might be one little pebble of dust that feels like, instead of it being soft like most normal people would think they feel, it feels like a rock.
Or like sandpaper.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
put this in the pee.
it's so annoying because you think you're laying on rocks.
Yes. Okay, so.
How you been? Florna says I can definitely relate to pain. Sorry to hear that. It's the same with her. Yeah, that's what's been have had me in a hot mess. I told Nikolai, I said it's messing with my life. The I guess if you want to call this the positive part of it, he stayed home to help take care of me. So
You get more hubby time.
yeah, I'm getting more hubby time for sure. Uh Today he's been getting phone calls, those from his
Oh,
a long time. I'm wondering if he's going to get tired of me before it's time to go back to sea. But today his phone's been burning up or been going off because some of his crewmates are missing the crap out of him. It's like, so they've been calling him today. He's
Wow.
walking around here Where was that knife at, by the way? I couldn't find it the other day.
He's walking around with a knife.
He's walking around with a knife pretending like he's gonna play who is that, Jason?
Where's my little Jason masks? Hold on.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I moved them.
He's been really a trooper about the whole thing. He's been trying to make me laugh, come in and I don't ask for anything sometimes, and he'll come in and say, "Do you need something?" Or he'll come in and he'll do something as simple as see if I need to refill my cup. And he'll grab it and go fill it up.
That's what hubbies do, though. That is madly in love with that woman.
I'm truly and madly in love with you too, baby.
Aw.
Just think, we're going to hit our 15th wedding anniversary soon.
Wow, nice.
On January the 2nd. Cannot believe it. Another milestone.
That's crazy. Yeah. This.
I was just,
oh, go ahead. Jinx.
You can go ahead. I'll just say what I was going to say in a minute.
Oh, I was gonna say this December, we get our 13th wedding anniversary, but we've been together for 25 years.
Wow, why? So you waited that long before you got married? Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, though.
Well, we were teenage romance, but we waited 12 years to get married, and we got married on 12/12/12 at 12/12.
Oh, I love that.
That's really cool.
And then 12 is the number of love.
My first marriage was on December the 13th. And guess what day of the week that was on?
Which one?
It was on a Friday.
Ah.
We were married 21 years before he died.
Oh.
But our marriage was just a mess. I'm just glad I really don't have any ill feelings though toward him. I wish he hadn't have done what he did, because it did affect the kids, but
right.
Outside of that, I don't have that same thought that I have that I have toward the main person that raised me. Why are you being up? Sometimes when you get down here on the end, it is so annoying.
I was gonna.
The name of the pattern that you're doing, Katie.
Oh, springtime something or something. I don't remember.
It's spring frost. I couldn't. My brain couldn't allow it to rest, so I had to look it up.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. I just couldn't remember exactly what it was. But it's a fun pattern. I mean, I don't think it's hard to do at all. You just got to remember not to you need to pay attention to what you're doing every other row, or you accidentally will continue doing the same thing over and over again, which is not what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Okay, now I need to change color again. Let's see.
Well, I've been working on my first blanket, like adult size blanket for Jason, and I have till Christmas to finish it.
Are you pretty far along with it?
I'm almost done with the first big skein, and I have 4 total. And I think I need to add, like, after the second ball of that, because I'm using the granny.
You're using a granny square stitch, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing the granny stitch, but I'm actually using. Here it is. It's right next to me. Let me pull it out. Yeah. I'm using the actual granny square colorway from Red
Oh,
Heart.
the red one?
Okay.
Yeah, the all-in-one because he loves reds. But I let him pick. I told him I can do all the squares separately and then do it, or I can just do one big granny square and keep going. And he wanted me to just do one huge granny square and keep going.
Oh,
That's
that's
certainly
cool.
easier. There's no seaming.
Exactly.
Yeah, or no, yeah,
Not all
sewing,
those damn ends to weave in.
yeah, and
Yep.
all those skills.
I know. I was like, thank you. But I think after the second ball, I'm going to get bright red and do 2 small skeins through, and then I'll do 2 on the border. So I think
Denise,
that'll be enough.
go.
Huh?
Yeah, Nikolai's got headphones on. Denise says hi.
Oh,
Denise says hi.
oh.
Hey, Denise.
Looks like some of them's managed to change their name so far. Hey, Quiltanon. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Denise. Mary says, since he's been home with you, have you been able to work on your craft room? Well, we were headed that way until this mess with my back happened. But we got all of November and all of December to deal with it. So we're going to deal with it. We finally got this ready to go. So I'm happy about that room. The other half of this living room is done.
Yay.
So now we have a place to stage. But before we go into the craft room, we've got to, because I'm going to be moved. Let's see if I can put this in a way that makes sense. Okay. So I have to take everything out of the craft room, which means as I take it out, we got to make sure there's no glass in it. And it needs to go into some type of a container, probably plastic totes. But we need to rearrange our cold room where we use as a storage room. We put food in there. If you know, and it has no temperature. It's not temperature controlled, so it stays cool in there all the time. And there's no windows, so I don't have to worry about sunlight or anything else in there. So a lot of things that I take out of the craft room is going to go into temporary into plastic totes that's got to go in there. But that means we need to make sure we have plenty of space to house it all in there and still be able to get in there, if that makes any sense. Because it's not as big as our bathroom. Our bathroom is huge compared to that little cold room.
Oh, really?
A bed in our bathroom. But we're planning on doing that. Rita says she's not really here. She's hiding in the corner. Uh-oh. Must not be having such a good day today.
Hugs, Rita.
You are using the triple crochet stitch. Yeah, I'm doing a double crochet. And I think, let's see, looks like Chaunda is too.
I'm just singling it.
All right, but before I go start this next row, I want to weave some of this in here so I don't have to fight with it.
US double, UK triple.
Yeah, if it was the UK, it would be a. If it's a double crochet in the UK, it would be a single crochet.
I think they call the double the triple.
Yeah.
Or the triple. Yeah, the double's called the triple. That's right. I get that so confused sometimes.
And the half double is the half treble, which I was like, okay.
You got to think about that for a
I'm
moment.
confused. I normally just rewrite them. If I get anything that's in UK terms, I just rewrite it now because if I don't,
Then
I'll
you
just
mess
keep
up.
going and my brain will just forget and I'll be making single crochets, but I'm supposed to be making double crochets. So I have to go in and rewrite the pattern.
Same.
You know who's been in heaven about Nikolai being home? I mean, I'm in heaven about Nikolai being home, but you know who's been in
Nora?
Nora.
Nora.
I bet.
It has been hilarious with her. So she's going to be very. She's probably going to have a meltdown when he goes back to work.
Aw.
You know, she already cries about him leaving, but he didn't go this time. And she, you know, she usually knows about. I don't know how she senses but she usually knows when it's time for him to leave because she starts acting like it. And this time when he didn't go, she was just like, something's wrong with this picture. Chris, no, it doesn't. We don't even get, since you brought that subject up, Chris wants to know if our toilets freeze up, get ice in it, freeze up. No. You live in North Florida. If you don't leave your water dripping during hard freeze weather, your pipes will freeze up. The strangest thing is the pipes don't freeze up here, even the pipes running through the house. They don't freeze up.
I've not had it happen here. I don't know if it's because my water heater is inside, but the place I lived before here was a house that I rented, and the water heater was like in a closet outside, so it wasn't temperature controlled, and the pipes would freeze. And I remember because I had never lived in a house before, so I did not know. And I had turned on the water one day and I'm like, what is happening? And then I, Google, and I realized that the pipes had frozen. So I took like a heater and put it in the closet, and I took a blow dryer and I was in there with the blow dryer and the heater because I didn't want to mess up somebody else's house just because I didn't know. And so, after a couple of hours with the blow dryer and the heater, we finally got everything was okay after that. But I just don't think it ever happens here because the water heater is it's literally right behind me, right behind where I sit is the water heater. And so I think because temperature control.
I was worried that our pipes would freeze up. That when we were living in our first house, which had a concrete foundation, and so water lines will run through the concrete before they pour the water lines along with sewage lines were all put down before they poured the cement. And whenever we would get hard freeze warning, they say, please make sure that you leave your water dripping, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, you would have frozen water or even end up with busted water pipes out of it.
Not expensive.
Yeah, I have to make sure all the hoses are up and everything. Okay, Smoke. Sorry.
What's weird is when it's 100 degrees outside and your heat pump outside has ice all over it.
Yes.
Because I've had that happen. And I'm like, how do you get ice all over a heat pump that's outside and it's 100 degrees?
I haven't had that happen. At least not that I paid attention to.
Yeah, it's crazy, Chaunda, when it happens because the inside of your house feels like a furnace.
Definitely haven't had that.
Let's see. Quilting On says, I am making a granny square vest and crocheted an extra round already tied off when I realized my mistake. Maybe, just leave it.
Yep.
The only person who's going to know is you.
Exactly.
That's right.
And then Rita says, after years of not doing embroidery, I decided to start doing it again, blurry eyes and all. She says she's super happy that they do not live where pipes freeze. I was just thinking about this thing, about why we live where we live at, because it's had me thinking a lot about this hurricane and everything. And I know you've heard people make comments, well, why don't you move away from these areas that have all these problems?
Somebody got to live there.
Well, not only that, the chance of you getting hit by whatever, you may live, it's like I've lived all of my life in Florida from 1967 to 2011. And I really haven't, quote unquote, experienced a full-fledged hurricane. By the time we would get any, it would be remnants of one. So I never. The biggest thing, I guess, if I could say, was close to being a hurricane was when we got that storm of the century. Now that kicked butt because it wrecked everybody's house in our neighborhood except ours. There was only like 3 houses out of 300 houses in our neighborhood that didn't get a hit, and ours was one of them. We were very lucky, but it kept power out in Columbia County, where we lived at. We didn't have power for 2 weeks, but my first husband's parents, they lived on the north end of town. They didn't have it for almost 13 weeks because that storm wrecked every power line that went that way. But anyway, I was going somewhere with my comment. Most of us live where we do, and we don't really worry about these things because it might be a one in a million chance of it happening.
I mean, not just that, but like it's incredibly expensive to just pick up and move.
Yep, it sure is.
To another state.
And then the other thing is where would you move that you wouldn't have to worry about something dangerous happening?
There's going to be something everywhere.
Exactly. I mean, if you move to the Midwest, it's tornado alley, Mother Nature's going to do what she wants to do.
Exactly.
And humans are very
adaptable.
Yes, you can adapt to any situation if you have to.
I knew exactly what you were thinking.
Someone says when I first moved here, when we made the decision for me to move here instead of him moving, he had his doubts. Believe me, he did. Nikolai, he didn't know if I would adapt or not, but he didn't come right out and say that. And the first time I heard someone, I guess I was here about a year, and one of the Greenlandic people ran into someone, and they said, "Haven't you been here about a year now?" I'm like, "Yes." And the comment was made, "If you make it to year number 2 living here, you are a keeper."
Aw.
So apparently a lot of people don't last 2 years because they just can't deal with it. And it's not a hard life. It's just that you have to learn to adapt to a great many things. Mostly it's about, if you come from the United States, the United States is fast. Everything's fast. Fast, fast, fast. Everything goes, 90 miles an hour. Everything. Here is slow and deliberate. Don't expect to get something fixed on the same day you make a phone call,
Right.
You just have to just deal with it.
But you can have the same thing and not ever leave the States. The United States is so diverse that like when I moved from New York to North Carolina, that was an adjustment.
I'll bet it was, because New York's crazy.
That was an adjustment. And I didn't even live in the city. I lived an hour north of Manhattan. So I didn't live in the city. But it just the pace, how slow everybody was, it drove me nuts for a good minute. It took me a good minute to get used to living in the South. So you don't have to go to a whole other country to have culture shock.
Nope. Rita is our channel comedian. You know what she says? She says, "Deal with it." Nope. I just fix it myself and be done with it. Uh-oh. My chat just crashed. Oh, not enough memory. Oh, now we got it back. Rita says we do not get cold stuff, but we get the super high winds this time of the year and the downpour, which cause flooding and falling trees into roofs and houses. She says, move to the center of the earth, no Mother Nature there, and be nice and warm. So has anyone started any new projects or anything this week?
Just the one you saw. I mean, as far as crochet is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
the one I was working on, I found it, and it just really, not to go on a rant, but the pattern theft is really ticking me off.
The theft is really high, man.
It's really ticking me off. I found it. It was a so this lady. I can't find her anywhere in the internet anywhere, and I'm pretty good at searching the internet. I could not find her anywhere, but her handle was hooked by Tilly, and she
Mm-hmm.
came up with this pattern called the Genesis cardigan. Right, and it's right
Mm-hmm.
here. It's probably going to be wrong, but yeah. So this cardigan here, right? And I saw this and I was like, oh, that looks great, right? I have no business making it, but it looks so pretty. I love the laciness of it. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
so then I went to search the pattern because I was on Ravelry and someone had made it. So I was like, oh, I like that. Let me see if I can find the pattern. And so I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I couldn't find it. But one of the Ravelry folks had said, hey, this was a free pattern, but it's not available online anymore. You can't find it. So they put it in their Ravelry page, but
Uh-huh.
Ravelry does not let you copy and paste. And that's how I do all of my patterns. So I can format them to work with my brain. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, it's not going to work. I need to find it somewhere else. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the Wayback.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
So it's like an internet archive of everything that was ever on the internet.
Yeah.
And so I went in the Wayback Machine and I was able to find the pattern. And I was like, great, I've got it. And so I had what I needed to put it in a Word document. But as I was looking for it, I went on to I was on Google and an Etsy page came up, right? Same picture, completely different seller. And just looking at the patterns that this person sells, I knew that she had stolen the pattern.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You don't know who it is. I mean, just because it's a female name doesn't mean that it's a female. It could be
Yeah.
a whole entity, right? But and it just really ticked me off because they were selling it for $2.50, and it's just clearly not their pattern. And it left such a bad taste in my mouth. But it's like the lady is not on the internet anymore, so it's not even like I can tell her, hey, somebody on Etsy is selling your pattern.
Right.
Hey, Stephanie. I'll see you when you come back again. She flew in and flew back out again. Florna says I have been in the Wayback Web. Yeah, you know what? I think they also have the Google GeoCity stuff on there. And if you go in there and you look for what's the name of my web page was called Shumi's. I bet you'll find it. It's my first ever web page that I did myself.
Yeah,
Quilting
I
Nun
didn't
says
like
maybe
that.
I ran into you at a store at some point. I don't know who she was directing that at. What were you gonna say, Chaunda?
No, I was just reiterating to myself that I just really didn't like that.
Oh yeah.
Really.
No, blame you because I was looking at I stumbled onto a quilt block and I put it in Google search and I was looking at it, I'm like, if this pattern's by this person, why am I seeing this over here on this person's website with the same name, same pattern, but she's selling it on her website as if she made it.
Now, I know sometimes like there are blocks that have been around forever that you can't say it's your block, like a log cabin. You can't say that this log cabin block is your block because it's just been around forever. So I don't, was it a block like that?
No, it was an interesting block that I was thinking about making, but I wanted to go over look at it. I thought that it, it was there's a it's been coming across this one company's been coming across my it's not a company, I don't know what the heck they are, but they'll say this block is for free. Then when you follow the link, the only way you can get it is go buy the darn thing after they said it was free. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's by so because I recognized someone's block is what it was. It was the same picture and everything. This is not good.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
not,
it's one thing to steal the pattern, but then you're stealing the pictures too. And so for me, that's like a big clue. When I go and I look at someone's patterns and all of the models are completely different, that's like a clue to me that all these patterns are probably stolen.
yeah.
Because most people are going to use, like, they might have a selection of models that they might use, and you'll see kind of the same face or faces repeating, or sometimes they model them themselves. Like if you go to MJ's Off the Hook, you see her face, modeling her patterns. So for me, that's like a big clue for me when I look at the models for all of the patterns and they're all different people. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's probably not your stuff.
Hello, Marcia. What are you all crocheting? You can only see a little square of what you're making. Well, here's what I'm working on. Mine's a little small Afghan, and this one's called what do we call it again? Spring something.
Spring Frost.
Spring Frost, and this is by Arctic or Attic 24 Lucy. It's her pattern, which is free, and I'm using something called Northern Lights yarn. It's a yarn kit that I got with a pattern that was called Northern Lights, but the pattern itself got damaged during shipping, and so I kept a hold of the yarn because it was for Northern Light colors, and I'm using that to do her pattern with, and I think it looks great. Chaunda, you want to show them what you're working on? Because they're saying
Sure.
they're only see.
I'm also doing a pattern by Attic 24.
Yeah, hang on. There we go. And that's what Chaunda's working on. Also,
So,
but hers is different. Hers is man, that's beautiful.
So
Yes.
same pattern writer as Katie's, just different pattern, also free. It's called the Sweet Pea blanket. And so that's what I'm working on. But I used my own yarn. The pattern designer used DK weight. I think she used Stylecraft DK.
Yeah,
DK. I'm using Paint Box Aaron. And my stripe pattern is a little bit different because I had to compensate for different amounts of yarn.
And then Andi, you want to show them what you're working on, sweetie?
I'm working on a tapestry of ghost face. And it glows in the dark.
That's pretty cool about the glow in the dark part.
Ah!
Jaja says, I need to learn. They look so nice. Crocheting is fun.
Yes. We're getting to the eyes portion.
I have never done a tapestry crochet. I should consider doing one at some point.
I did one of just a pumpkin last night. I wanted to make all my spooky guys. And some of my cross stitches that I've designed, I wanted to do tapestries of them, so I might end up doing that because I drew a lot of patterns that I thought would be fun to make into tapestries. Because I did a lot of pixel art.
All right, hold on, Marcy. I'll go get the information for you, okay? Y'all babysit the channel while I go look for the Attic 24 stuff.
I have a on my bucket list, there is a tapestry pattern. It's actually a rug that I want to make.
Ooh.
Okay, what are, oh, got to go to Facebook first to find it.
Oh, I did finish my first wearable.
Did you?
You did?
Oh, yeah, that's what you did.
Yeah, my first shrug.
Hey, hang on, I'll spotlight you on that so they can see it while I'm looking up what I need to look up.
So it comes down to my elbows.
Nice.
And then
That's really
it just sits over my on top of my boobs like a like. And it's really pretty.
What yarn did you use?
I used the Big Twist Menagerie.
Okay.
Yes, it's so soft. Oh, Gizmo likes it, my dog, if you heard him.
okay. Patterns. Let's see if I can find just sweet pea cowls, blankets. I think those were. I know I'm talking out loud because I'm over here on Lucy's page, seeing if I can find the two.
If you don't see it, I have it pulled up
Okay.
earlier.
Yours is spring frost, so let me.
No, mine is sweet pea. Yours is spring frost.
Oh, mine's spring. Yeah, see, I got it backwards. Okay, I found the spring frost. Now let's find a sweet pea one. And I found the sweet pea one. Okay. I'm going to post links for both of them, y'all. So the first one's going to be the one I'm working on called Spring Frost. And I will try to remember to put this in the description box, or either I'll put it in the comment section below the live when we end the live. That's probably a better idea where you can find it easier. I have too many windows open. Okay, this one is for Spring Frost. Oh, dadgummit. I really should put it in the bottom and I won't have to go look for it again. That's actually a great idea. Okay, so here's the one I'm working on. Now I'll go back and get the one that Chaunda's working on. Hers is called Sweet Pea.
And I don't know about yours, but mine is a 1-row repeat. So really easy to do.
Yeah, it's there's the thing you got to pay attention to with the spring frost is it does have you change is all these colors. There's a part where you do like one row of the color, then you fasten off and then do two more rows, fasten off, and then you go back to that color that you were messing with before. But outside of that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Her instructions are really good because she has tutorials that go with it. So you see every step of what to do. And this one is Sweet Pea.
And mine is like that too, but only because I'm doing the color wash version. If you don't do the color wash version, then it just you work one color at a time. And I think it just repeats eventually, but
what I did because I'm using this other colorway is I just following the pattern the way she was doing it, rotating the colors. I'm just picking the color I'm going to rotate with. And it seems to be working itself out now. We'll see how far I get with the whole thing before it's over with because I still have border on here.
Yeah, I had to do a bunch of math to convert from Aaron to DK. I mean, well, from DK to Aaron, I mean.
And because I'm using DK. I think this is DK I'm using. All right, let me go back up here now. Oh, crap. Oops, sorry. Oh my goodness.
I thought I would like the pinks, but I really like this green section a lot.
That green is pretty.
I thought for sure I was gonna love the pinks more, but no, it's so far the greens. I can't wait to get into the blues.
Oh yeah.
I'm like obsessed with blue right now. But I don't have any blue projects really that I can work on right now. I thought I did, but I don't. I mean, well, technically I have one, but even if I finish it, I can't use it until next Christmas. So there's no point in me rushing to do it.
I think you still have me spotlighted.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'll fix that in just a second.
I don't know if everybody wants to watch me.
I forgot. Sorry. Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, I did. Forgot to turn it off. Okay. Rita says if you're just changing colors every other row, you do not actually have to fasten off. Just put up the color up one. Put up the color again and use it.
That's what I've been doing, carrying it along. But I have like a half stripe in mine because of the I didn't have enough yarn to do. So a full stripe for my pattern is 2 rows, and I didn't have enough to do all the rows that way. So I have one random, like let's see if I can get it you probably can't see, but every once in a while I have like a random half stripe where it's just 1 row instead of 2. So that's when I have to cut my yarn for mine.
Marcy, did you see both
Patterns.
links? Sorry about that, Chaunda.
Oh, you're fine. I was done.
Hey, Lainey. But you're so cute to watch, says Rita, talking about you.
Aw. Thanks.
Is that your pattern, Andi?
This one is just a pixel pattern I found on Pinterest.
Okay.
I liked it because the background I could use the blood on it
Okay.
because I have this yarn that looks like blood.
It does.
I know, right? And then I think I'm gonna go around the border and make it like blood. Oh yeah, that live when my hubby came in, that was great.
Is he home yet?
Not yet. He doesn't get off for another hour.
Oh, okay.
I told him he has to fend for himself tonight. So I'm sure he's gonna order pizza watch.
Oh, because you're doing this live and the one you got later tonight?
Yeah.
Any of you guys watch baseball?
I like baseball, but they never let me see the games here.
I don't. I'm not a baseball fan unless I'm watching it live. To me, it is the most boring sport to watch on television.
Oh, God,
And I
boring.
like to watch golf. I watch golf on television, but I cannot watch baseball. But last night's game, I think it went to 19 innings.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So it was like a double game because a normal game is like 9 innings, so it went double. The game
Oh
didn't
yeah.
go off till like 2 Eastern time. It was like 2:30 in the morning when the game went off, and it
That's
started
awesome.
at like 5 o'clock because they were just in a dead tie at 5.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so Marcy wants to know how long you ladies have been crocheting.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I've been doing it for 51 years. No, 52. Sorry. I had to think about that. I'm like, wait, 52 years.
Yeah, I've been on and off for about 20 years.
I taught myself 99, I guess. Somewhere around there, 96. Well, no, probably like 97, 98. I taught myself. And then I took a long break because it was too hard on my hands when I was younger. Maybe because I didn't have ergonomic hooks then. I just had the thin ones. I'll never know.
Yeah.
But I had to stop doing it. That's how I got into quilting because I had to give up crochet because of the what it did to my hands. And then I just picked it back up probably 2021.
Nice.
And it's pretty much like riding a bike, you know. I had to like familiarize myself with the just the basic stitch. Oh, okay, that's how, all right, I got it. So it came back really quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you learn it, you really don't forget the main stitches. You just have to rewarm yourself to think. Now, of course, I'm sure that I haven't bought any newer crochet books in a while, so they probably some new stitches I don't know about.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
but
definitely a lot of
they're all
stitches I've
combinations of
never
the old
learned.
stitches.
Rita says, I actually sewed two partial pillows together with zippers and then printed on the same some stuff, then embroidered what is on it. Has stars and says, love you to the moon and back. Can't wait to see your finished product. Uh, Denise says, why can't you watch World Series, Andi? It's usually free everywhere.
Oh, I meant my local team. I love baseball, but my local team always blacks it out. You have to get like the MLB club or whatever it's called. So, yeah.
I think
I
that's
wish I
just
could watch American
disgusting.
football from over here, but I can't. Even
I
if
think
I
it's because the
want to
NBA
watch,
is doing it now too. Whereas I think if you want to see every NBA game, you have to it's like $650 you have to pay.
yeah,
Like
Yep.
I just don't see the value in pricing out the normal people from your product. I'm just trying to figure out what's the long-term sense in that. Like how does that make sense long term where kids can't watch and get into the sport? If you don't have new people watching, your sport is going to die. So I just
yeah.
Yes.
don't understand the value in blocking out games, especially your local team. You should be able to watch your local team on a local channel for free. And the fact that they're taking that away just really ticks me off.
Well, yeah, and then they do it like here, but it's like, I have to drive an hour to go to the game. So why would you block it out for me? Because that's not a reasonable distance for me to go actually see them.
It
Mm-hmm.
just you shouldn't have to pay to see your local team.
Exactly.
Like that's I mean, part of it is like the sportsmanship, bringing new people into the sport, bringing, like keeping it going. And I just don't like having like the morale when you win. Like how do you do that if you don't have like who's going to buy your merch if people can't watch the games?
Exactly.
I think when you disenfranchise people that way, you're going to end up losing in the end. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's like they're saying, if you're not rich, you don't get to watch my games.
Right. And it
And I
just
think,
makes no sense to me like why you would do that. Like at least for now with the NFL, if you want to watch, you can watch your local games still, right? But if you want to watch all the games, you might need some kind of special, league pass or whatever I forget, and Sunday ticket, I believe is what it's called.
Right.
And so I watch a lot of football, so we have Sunday ticket so we can watch all the games. Because Adrian, my fiance, he's a Falcons fan, and so the only way to get those games is, that way. And I'm a New York Giants fan. So we have it for that. But if we just wanted to watch Carolina play, we can watch Carolina play for free. So I just hope the NFL doesn't go by the way of how how baseball has done it.
Well,
okay,
hockey does it too, so
Yeah, I'm
let's
I'm
see.
hoping they don't. And I think basketball's starting to do it too.
Rita says now she feels old. Her first project was when she was 3, which was a granny square blanket. That was 59 years ago. Wow. And then Pat says she's been crocheting for 70 years. Wow.
Go ahead, Pat.
That is
Nice.
something else. Wow.
It's impressive.
And then Joyce Hernandez says started quilting in her 30s. And then Denise says capitalism, they get enough people buying for them not to worry. So do you guys remember me a while ago talking about that Starlink was in discussions with Deuces about internet access for Greenland?
Mhm.
And I had gone and talked to my local Deuces company to find out if they did decide to hook up with what's his face on his company, would we have a choice of who we got our internet from? And she didn't have an answer for that. As of today, Deuces has signed a contract with a company out of France and decided not to sign up with Starlink, which makes me very happy. And they had a reason for not doing it. It's because of all the geopolitical stuff going on.
Get it?
I do, for sure. Why would we want Elon Musk coming into Greenland and take everything over, And because Deuces, the only downside to this country is there is a monopoly on quite a few things. So, and the internet was one of them. And so because Deuces has had the monopoly on the internet, and because there's laws about the monopoly itself, they have a say on who they can bring in here for the internet. And so that's why they decided to the company out of France made better sense, because what they're trying to do is get better internet access for the East Coast and the most northern extreme parts of Greenland. And because our internet access over here on this side where we are, all of the West Coasters that live south and up north, we all have great internet. And so that was not what they were trying to do. They need to get better access for the East Coast because it's pretty bad over there.
Gotcha.
Donna says it pays to have a granddaughter that knows her way around YouTube. And then Marcy says, I have been crocheting since I was in the 3rd grade. I am 66 years old. I have made 7 Afghans since June for Christmas presents. I have 7 more that are started that I have to finish. That is so cool.
That
Nice.
is a lot.
I was reading about that. Wow. So yeah, it was in the news. Now, the funny thing is the company Nikolai works for, they're using Starlink for the ships though. And let me ask, because I think he was asking how the Starlink was working on the ship. Hang on a minute, because they just got Starlink on it.
Yeah.
How's it working out? I thought I heard you asking about it. 2 thumbs up?
Yeah.
So it's better?
I've heard they liked it a lot better.
Are they still limiting everybody on how much time they can spend on it?
I have heard that they'll get 2 gigs per day instead of 800 megabytes per day.
Oh, that's gonna be better. So basically, yeah. Look how this is.
Yeah. Good.
It's coming out really good.
Yeah.
This right here looks really interesting underneath the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Donna says, I taught myself to crochet from a magazine. That was about 65 years ago. There's lots of long-time crocheters in here. And then Marcy says, I started crocheting another when my mom was in rehab and hospital to keep myself busy while sitting with her. Yeah, that's great. Keep your hands busy and your brain busy. And then Joyce says, I used to be able to make an Afghan in 2 weeks in my younger days. Now it takes me forever. And then Donna says, have not done much crocheting to work. Have not done much crocheting because she's working on quilting. Rita, they're trying to, they need satellites for the East Coast. There's small villages in the town, I think, is a population of 2,000, I think. The internet there is really bad, and they don't, it's so extremely remote, they can't just run an underwater cable and hook everything up. So that's why they're going to go satellite on that side of the Greenland. And as far as satellite, now for the ships, all the fishing vessels, they're all satellite driven when it comes to internet and phone calls and everything else.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep, that's how he calls me. So we've gotten where we try to be sparing about using the sat phone because the sat phone's expensive. He uses the sat phone for emergencies, and that's, you know, if he's got to call me or he needs to check on me because a certain somebody hasn't answered him on the internet.
It could be that since disturbance in the force.
A disturbance in the force, he says. And he'll call me because you know, I didn't hear because I set some setting on my phone where I don't hear Messenger go off. And he was looking for it on my phone the other day because he was going to turn it back on because I had somehow turned it off. And we never did find the setting of where it got turned off. So it's still off. So if I don't answer him on Messenger like for several hours, like an entire day will go by and he ain't heard a thing out of me and I'm not active on the channel, I mean active on my Facebook, then he thinks he'll call me and say, "Are you okay?" I don't do it all the time. Just every now and then, I don't want to talk to anyone, and I go on a video binge, and before I know it, a whole day has gone by where I haven't talked to anyone, much less looked at the internet.
Gotcha.
But I haven't done that in a while. That is under notifications, Katie. We looked under the notifications of the messenger, and that's on. So it's not that. I think it's something I turned off on my phone itself, where it turned off all the notification sound. What it is I can't hear the notifications. You know, notifications make sounds, and I turned it off on my phone itself, and I just can't seem to find where I turned it off at. Because I get notifications, I just can't hear them. So if I'm not looking at my phone all day long, I don't know that I've been notified. Rita says, I just go on a venting binge, haha, over email to someone. Hi, Katie. Anytime, Rita, bring it. Anytime. Yeah, she wrote me a long email the other day. Well, she made a comment in, I don't remember which live it was. I think it was Sean's live, maybe mine and Sean's, or either was the night before. She says, I'm really angry right now. And I only saw that part and I thought, did I miss something up above? And I'm scrolling and I don't see anything. I'm like, what you angry about? She never answered me. And then I got this email and oh my goodness. It was this long email. And I'm like, oh, now I know why she's angry. And I don't blame her for what she was angry about. I'd be angry too. She had a legitimate reason for being angry. Sometimes people do stupid stuff, and then the consequences is someone gets very mad.
Understandable.
Absolutely.
Go to your settings and look up your YouTube app, says Marcia or Marcy. Is it Marcia or Marcy? Which way is your name pronounced? So anyway, she can write to me all she wants to. It's good to have friends you can vent to. Help get that anger out.
Right. Well, hopefully nobody's looking at me because I don't respond very aptly. Sometimes I forget to turn my phone off as silent for a couple days because I turn it on silent for every live, and I'm like, oh yeah, I never turned it back on.
Oh, well, I do that too, where I can't hear my phone ring, and my husband's like, "I tried to call you. Oh, I forgot to turn the phone back on."
My phone doesn't make noise at all. I have it all turned off. I don't want my phone yelling at me. I don't want my phone telling me to engage with it. I don't want my phone telling me to pick it up. So I have all sounds off. My phone does not
Am I
ring.
the
My
only one
phone
that
does not
feels like our
vibrate.
phone? I feel like our
Um,
phones is like leashes.
yeah,
Yes.
so I don't like I'm already on it enough. So when I do put it down, I don't want it calling me.
Yeah, exactly.
So so yeah, my phone does not make noise at all unless something important is happening, and then I'll, you know, take the silent off and let it make noise. But it doesn't even I don't even let it vibrate.
Rita says, "But I never broke anything, and I never buried anyone in the backyard."
Yet, yet, Rita, yet.
Oh boy.
I thought it
I
was
I know she wanted to bury somebody the other day.
Yeah, I thought it was funny the other day when I was in my office. My best friend Jersey was telling them, they were like, "Oh, look at the color on that walls." And she's like, "Yeah, it's the blood of her victims." And I'm like, "Don't spread that around."
Yeah, because somebody might believe it this day and age.
I know, right?
Some of the things people believe, I'm like, really? You believe that?
I know
Oh,
it's
here's a good example of what people
really
believe.
disconcerting.
There's a picture that someone took about a month ago over Denali, the mountain Denali in Alaska, and it has a storm cloud right over that mountain, and there was rainbow colors going around the outside of that storm cloud, and it was because the sun was at just the right angle, and all those ice crystals, because it was cold, was in all this right position, so it created what looked like what they were trying to claim was a spaceship behind a storm cloud. And I'm like, and some of these people believe this crap.
Yep.
It's hilarious. When all you got to do is take a screenshot that picture and then ask Google to search it, or if you happen to know, I know a meteorologist, the one that I was talking mentioned earlier from Jacksonville. I can send him a picture and ask him what is this, and he knows what it is. I said, so it's not some spaceship or some man-made thing. No, of course not. I said, well, that's what people are saying it is. And they're like, yeah, you got people like that all the time, he said. They just assume it's not. This one person that does this a lot, that spreads this kind of stuff, his comment was that it's made by made of intelligent design. So, and he's saying that nature can't make straight lines. But if you look at icebergs, icebergs have straight lines. Nature made that.
Nature makes straight lines all the time.
Clouds with little straight lines in it. That's made by. It's like they want to try to say some yeah.
Sometimes
Oh
people
yeah.
feel special so badly that they just make stuff up.
It's crazy.
Rita says that photo was so funny. Goofy people and what they believe. I know, right? It was beautiful. I've never seen such. What is even cooler is when you see the during the daytime there's clouds that they're like made of ice, so you don't really see clouds, but you see this rainbow, just a strange looking cloud rainbow, and that's actually from ice crystals, and
Oh
it's really
yeah.
cool. I forget what it's called. There's a name for it. Or if you happen to see a lenticular cloud, oh, that's a spaceship. Like, if why would aliens want to come to our planet?
That's funny.
Nature is straight line and it's huge. Just think, if you think about how everything's created on our planet, it's one big math equation if you think about it.
Oh yeah,
I mean, everything's done by design by nature. You have to have this happen to make that happen, you know?
exactly.
Because everything is interconnected.
Yep. Denise says, I think it's better to let a call go to voicemail than to turn the phone or ringer off. You never know when someone is making an emergency call to you. And then Rita says, that is as bad as when I put glow in dark nail polish on. My dog spends the night trying to hit my fingers.
I've done the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let the call go. Yeah, I don't care about that. Like if there's an emergency, there's an emergency. Like I really just don't know what to say because like in the I mean, I think I got my first cell phone in like 99 or something like that.
Probably like me, I waited till 2004 or 5 to get a. No, I waited till after the death of my first husband to get one. And my kids were constantly, Mom, you need to get a cell phone. Why?
And
I got
even when
mine for
I
my
first got my cell
18th
phone, like
birthday.
I didn't use it. Like I didn't use it a lot. Like I really didn't start using my cell phone, like using Facebook, being on social media, using I really didn't start actively using that on a regular basis
Mm-hmm.
until probably 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So before that, even though I had a cell phone, like I wouldn't ever look at it. So, and I grew up in a time when we didn't have cell phones. If you there was an
Yeah.
emergency, there was just an emergency. You were not reachable. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And so I'm just gonna stick with that. And besides, I'm on YouTube enough. I'm on my phone enough that if you happen to catch me in the random 30 minutes that I put my phone down, I'm gonna see it in 30 minutes when I pick it back up. So I've not missed an emergency. So I'm really just not worried about it.
Agreed.
To me, the larger concern is me just being consumed by this device, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I know the kids would, when I finally did get a phone, and they would say, I called you and I couldn't get you to answer. Why didn't you answer? I didn't hear the phone ring. And it was because I left the phone laying, either in the house or, in the car and walked away, or I didn't tote. I hate toting it around with me.
My grandmother has never used the internet.
Wow.
She does not. She had a flip phone until I don't think the phone died. I think that the carrier just finally stopped supporting the phone.
Oh, got you. But she wasn't
That's how
using
long she had that daggone flip phone. But she only uses her phone to call other people. So if you call her cell phone, don't even bother. So whenever I want to call her, I have to call her landline. So what'll happen is she'll call me using her cell phone. I don't know why, because phone charges aren't what they used to be, but I think she's just in the habit of, because there was a time when she could use her cell phone for outgoing calls and it would be free, whereas if she used her home phone, there would be a charge. So she got the habit of making all her outgoing calls using her cell phone. So she'll call me on her cell phone and I'll see it's her. And then when I call her back, I go to call her cell phone and it just goes straight to voicemail. And then I have to call her landline. But she does not have internet in her home. She does not have internet on her phone. If she's used it, it was because she was at one of her siblings' houses or something and she was looking over their shoulder. But she just never really cared about technology or wanting to be on the internet. And so we had thought about a couple years ago the family, well, not, well, me, my mom, my aunts, my sister, we thought about getting her like a year of internet, like getting her her connection and getting her a year of internet for like a Christmas gift. But then right when we were thinking about that, it's like when everything started to really get really toxic on the internet.
Right.
And we just thought it wouldn't be a good idea for like an 80 something year old lady to just get on the internet for the first time by like, we were just like, she doesn't want it. She's not asking for it. So we're just not going to expose her to it if she's not asking for it because she's going to fall for every, you know, she can't tell AI from regular. She doesn't
It's getting
know.
harder and harder to tell the difference of what's
Right.
real or not real.
It's like impossible. Well, not impossible, but yeah, it's definitely harder. And so we were worried about like scams. Like it would be so easy to scam her because she
Yeah,
has no foundation.
I'm going to put a poll up, you guys. For those of you who crochet, um, I want to see how many of you would be interested in doing a project next year that's related to crocheting.
Are you thinking about anything? Do you have anything in mind, Katie?
Yeah, I was gonna broach the subject with you after the live, but I was thinking maybe maybe we could do granny squares or something like that. Something really simple that
Okay.
can be done over time, and whenever someone has enough of them, we could shoot. I don't know if you're interested in doing that style or not.
I wouldn't mind a long-term granny project.
And
One of
yeah,
my oh, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
One of my bucket list items to make is one of those granny square blankets that has different size squares and rectangles
Mm-hmm.
that all kind of goes together.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because I was thinking we could do it over time. We won't start it till February because I'm going to use January like I did last year, this past January. I'm going to use it the same way. It's going to be finishing things and taking 2 weeks off after that 12-hour live, and But I thought I would try to do it and start it in February. But I was going to talk to you after the live about that because I've mentioned it to Andi already. Rita says granny squares are on. Well, I'm not. It's an idea. I just want to see where everybody would be at least thinking about leaning toward or doing a project starting in 2026 with us. And we could come up with 2 or 3 ideas of if you don't like granny squares, but you like doing another. Let me show you something you got.
Or even like a tapestry thrown in there. That would be fun.
I mean, there's all kinds of things, and also I'm going to be sharing a lot of Attic 24 stuff because there might be something on there that catches your eyes that you would be willing to do, or if you want to do a small project like this. I was thinking I haven't. When the last time I done a granny square? I think in a long time. My goodness. But yeah, so I just want to see if you'd be interested in at least doing a project, and then we'll talk amongst ourselves and think maybe we could come up with 3 or 4 ideas and then broach it to you guys and see what you guys like or would be interested in doing. Rita says maybe more of like the wave one. The wave one. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about
Like a
what is it
ripple
called?
stitch or
Are
chevron?
you talking about the ripple stitch? People's going to have to learn how to count if they want to do that ripple one because that one's technically very not. It's fun. I love doing it, but if you don't know how to count, when you get to both ends of it, you're going to be in trouble. Boy, have we all learned that the hard way, right, Chaunda?
Absolutely.
chevrons and ripple stitches are a pain in the rear if you don't know how to count.
It's a little easier if you do a 1-row ripple.
Yeah.
1-row repeat. Those are a little bit
The one that ripple one that Lucy has on her website, that one is very easy to do. I like that one. And
Lucy also has on her website one of those blankets I'm talking about with the different size to granny squares.
Yeah, she does. She's working on one right now as a project. If it's the same one we're talking about, I think. We could make granny squares in different patterns, like corner to corner granny squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like there's interest in here. I mean, we have 82% that's voted yes out of 11 votes, so that's definitely some interest. I know I need to work on getting more crocheters in here, which means I need to do more networking and getting some of the channel creators in here. That's been a little bit harder. The last couple of months, it's been a little bit I don't even know what to say.
Well, I know some crocheters.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to enlist Andi into helping me with that, because I would like to do some more interviews with some and try to get them involved in, because I would love us to do a crocheting collaboration where we have a lot of different, just like you do quilters, because not everybody quilts, not everybody sews, but some people like to do handwork.
Yes.
And I need someone to teach me how to cross stitch.
I cross stitch. Oh, speaking of, I made some progress on my big one that I'm working on. Let me go grab it.
You were at on that one.
I think cross stitches, to me, that was the easiest thing to learn.
I know how to hand embroider. I used to anyway. And I haven't touched embroidery since I was a teenager. But my biggest challenge with even embroidering was fastening off. That's been my nemesis.
I told you it's going to be a big one.
Ooh, let me spotlight so everybody can see it.
See if I can get the light on there. So I'm using a multi-color change thread, and it's called a Dreamweaver. But I'm having to do each X so that you can see the color change as it goes.
Yep. Do you have a picture of what the pattern looks like?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd love to see the final product.
So, as you can tell, the canvas is huge.
Yep, I see that.
This is what it's going to look like. Let me get the picture. So this is the big one I wanted to finish from my book.
Whoa. That's going to be awesome.
I know, I'm so excited.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to use the multicolor thread, because I want it to really look like it's coming out.
That looks awesome.
It really does.
Yeah, so I'm starting around and then I'll go up and then I'll start working on the middle part. Woo!
Wow, I did not expect that.
Yeah, it's called the Dreamweaver Witch. It's from the Just Cross Stitch 2015 Halloween edition.
Rita says doing like the puff flower crochet, very beginner friendly. I'm gonna have to look up what the puff flower looks like.
I will say that if we do end up doing the granny square thing, I guarantee you my granny squares will be solid.
Oh, good.
You don't want to do all the faceting off?
I will not be changing color every round.
Oh, no. I will be using variegated yarn.
Oh, yeah, or that. Yeah, little cake. Like
yep.
Cake or something. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, though, is that I did promise that I would make a granny square Cheez-It, so maybe we can add
no. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, but I got to make a granny square version of a Cheez-It to maybe we could throw them in there. Maybe we can each make one of our own granny squares and we could throw them into the project. That would be hilarious.
Yes, it would.
I love it.
Florna says that looks great.
Doesn't it?
And Quiltanon says, I like that idea, Marcy. She was saying we could make granny squares in different patterns like corner to corner granny squares. Yep.
Yes.
And yeah.
I was so tempted. I follow I don't know if you guys have I follow Ophelia Talks because I just love to listen to her talk.
Mm-hmm.
And but she's a very prolific crocheter on the YouTubes. And she was doing an anniversary crochet along, and it was made up of squares. I did not participate, but I liked watching the videos. They were not granny squares, they were just squares.
Just squares, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. It doesn't have to all be granny squared. We could do maybe a few small tapestries too in there. That would be fun.
Maybe
Or
try out some different stitch patterns and combinations, a little
yeah, just like
style.
Stitch blocks. Yeah.
So we'll be doing some research to so that we'll have something to bring to the table for all of y'all. And then we all can vote on what it is we're interested in doing.
As long as you didn't say temperature blanket, I was pretty much in.
No, we're not. I don't know if I'd stick with it if it was that.
I wouldn't. The only way I would ever do a temperature blanket is if it was like a retro one, like using temperatures from the past.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like neon temperature blanket. That would be cool.
So yeah, like if I want to do like from the year from like my birthday, like the year I was born, and go back and do that, or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, historical. But doing current, absolutely not.
Marcy says, I am definitely interested, not on YouTube, but I have been crocheting since third grade. I am 65. Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I had
It's always
started.
fun to share. It's always fun to share something we love to do with each other.
Well, see, I don't get out of my house, so this is my crochet club.
It's what you do.
I don't get out too much either, except well, when I go to the office is about it. And then every once in a while, I have some friends that get together for trivia night, but they do it on Tuesdays.
Oh, wow. So it makes it a little difficult, huh?
Well, we only get together once a month. It leaves the other 3.
The only reason I picked Tuesday is because I thought it was a less busy night, but I'm beginning to
No,
think
it
maybe
is.
I was beginning to think maybe I should have chose Wednesday.
No, Tuesday's usually fine. Like I said, they do it every week, but I don't go every week. But every once in a while, I'll join in. I'll join them and I'll go.
For a while there really wasn't that much going on YouTube wise that I knew about live wise on Tuesdays. And then, but lately it seems like there's a lot of people on Tuesdays these days doing something.
I think everybody's just pushing out more content lately. Like
I think so.
the people that I normally watch, like I can't even keep up with what they're pushing out. Like you're making too many videos. Like I cannot.
I watched one of your long playlist, Chaunda, and then I I tried to comment on everyone, and at some point YouTube wouldn't let me make comments anymore. Because I'd go back and it'd be like, what happened to my comment?
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. I'll leave a comment and then I'll scroll to see it and it's just not there.
Yep.
It's weird. Why am I having trouble with this particular stitch? It's like I can't see it. And it's because it's dark colored. I must have made it too. Oh, I see it now. It's right there in my face.
It's okay. I'm over here squinting and I should just put my glasses on, but I don't feel like it.
like I can't get down into the stitch. I must have made it too tight, which is what it looks like I did. I made it too tight or something.
I almost like 100% of the time have to use a stitch marker in my last stitch of the row, or it'll shrink up and then I won't see it. And then I'm like 5 rows in and I'm realizing like my blanket is wonky. And I'm like, dag nabbit. And then I've got to like decide if I've got to fix it because like some things you have to fix.
Yeah, this one's not letting me get the hook in it for some strange reason.
I am so anti-stitch marker. I am too lazy to put stitch markers.
Stitch markers are the only reason I can like crochet accurately now. Like every project I did ended up short or like coming in like this because I kept missing the last stitch because it would shrink up and then my blanket would be like really really thin at the top and fat at the bottom and I'm like what did I do wrong, and then I would go count and I'd be like oh well I missed a stitch again and again and again. So stitch markers are my best friend. I love them. I love them so much.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
stitch markers. I have stitch markers in the bottom of this one.
I cannot crochet without them, especially if I'm crocheting in the round. Get it. Get it. I must have stitch markers. And then when I'm crocheting, when I'm doing the chain, I have to use stitch markers because I will miscount every single time. Every time. So
I don't know. I've done it so long without that everybody's always like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I just do it. I can't tell you.
but no,
But,
that's great because like it's like your brain, we all got to do what works for our brain. My brain is it will not, I cannot crochet accurately without stitch markers. I cannot, especially if I'm
Oh,
doing ripple.
oh,
That chevron Katie was talking about. If I don't have stitch markers, forget it.
yeah, because you can get into trouble down on both ends because then you end up with this thing going on that's, yeah.
Your blanket ends up growing because you were supposed to.
Yeah, when it's it's crazy. Um, I see what you mean by puff stitch now, Rita. I went and looked. Um, let's see. She also says she's been housebound for 6 years now. This year was the first time she even attempted leaving the house in January and then again in March, but none since then. She also says she doesn't use markers. I've used before these fancy things came out. I used yarn as stitch markers.
I was self-taught, so
Now,
I didn't
and I
know what
love
a stitch marker was. I didn't know they existed. So I didn't. I
I
didn't
love
know.
these dads. Hello, face. I can't see what
face the ace.
face the ace. Hey there. I couldn't tell what it said.
Hey, Face the Ace. What's your name?
Yeah,
Or
what's your
maybe
first
you just
name?
prefer Face the Ace.
Let us know what your first name is if you don't mind sharing. Babe, what time is it?
6:58 Eastern.
What time did you say it was?
Almost 7 my time, Eastern Standard. So was that 9 o'clock your time, I guess?
It's about to be 9. So we started at 6:30, 7:30, 8.
2.5.
So we've been going 2.5 hours. Okay. So we're not too bad off. Did you get to have dinner, Shauna?
No, but I'm a late dinner eater.
Okay. It's just because there's 2 hours between us right now with this time change stuff going on. So me and you should have heard me and Nikolai the other night. I realized that I'm trying to set up a live, right? And and right before, just as I'm getting ready to set a live, he informs me that our time is going to fall back. And I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to figure out if it's when we fall back, if I'm going to be to another hour ahead, whether I was going to be 4 hours between us or 2 hours between us. So we're sitting here arguing, not really arguing. Wasn't even an argument. It was just I don't know what the heck it was. It was a debate. It was like a debate. And then he got on a rant about how the United States, why do they got to have everything so different? And I'm like, honey, everybody has time change differences because based on where they're living when the sun rises and sets, you know, you can't have everybody on the same time zone because you would have people working when they're supposed to be sleeping.
No, but we could have switched to metric. Come on now. Ridiculous.
You're
Trying to keep track of ounces
sorry.
and grams.
Yes, it's almost
Yeah.
5 mountain.
Joyce says it's 5 p.m. where she's at.
Sames.
Okay.
Oh, good. I finished another color. That's how I mark my in this blanket when I finish a color.
Yeah,
You're going to do a dance?
No, not this time.
I switched to another color too. Twice now.
I feel like I messed up somewhere, but oh well.
But I definitely did right because I definitely would not have been able to get, I don't think I would have been able to get another row out of what I have left. And if I did, I'd be playing yarn chicken the entire time. So I'm glad I put a half stripe in there instead of a full stripe. So I don't have to like worry about
right.
I'm gonna burn your tongue.
Wait a minute.
Burn your tongue. Burn your tongue.
You're not burning my tongue.
Yep.
Homemade soup by Nikolai.
Ooh, what kind?
Chicken with pasta and
Bit of rice.
a little bit of rice is in there too, and haricots and
Corn.
what? Corn.
Sounds good.
Good.
Michigan corn. Heavy metal.
Tomorrow he's attending a funeral.
Oh,
My condolences.
yeah.
His cousin's father passed away a couple days ago. Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't know what day it was when it happened. I'm not going. I can't do funerals.
Yeah, sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thanks. Girl, you have.
I don't even have I even met him?
Me?
No, have I met her dad?
Yeah, I think you have seen him. I have talked to him from time to time whenever I see him in the stores. Oh!
I don't know what he looks like. You're gonna have to show me a picture.
Well.
Because I didn't know that he was around. You know, since that him and Sophie aren't married anymore. It would be Hobbit time, says Quilter not, or no, Rita.
Hobbit time. Is that second breakfast?
What's about second breakfast? That was funny in that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Me too. And then he gets an orange right in his face.
Yep.
What movie is that?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen them all, but I have the trashiest memory on earth. So I can watch an entire film and then let's say a year goes by. It'll be like I never saw it.
Yeah, it was the first movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple times, but it doesn't matter. Like
I wish
I
they
could
would.
watch it today and it would be like a new movie to me.
I would love it if someone like Peter Jackson would do the Silver Million. But the problem with that is they would have to do more than one movie of it to make sure they get all the information that's in the book onto the screen, because it'd take at least 3 or 4 movies.
I feel like they don't want to put money into movies anymore, and it's really disappointing.
I know, it's like we're on a movie drought right now of good movies. All I see, and Andi, sorry, but you're about to get it here. Don't get upset. All they got out right now is horror movies that I can't watch.
I love
Aw.
horror movies, but it's October. This is our season. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but the whole year they've been coming out with horror movies. Think about it.
But only because they're part of the same, they're franchised in, like they're not unique IPs. You know, they're just regurgitating Annabelle movies and
That one with the doll, that one is really creepy.
Annabelle.
Yes.
Annabelle,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just regurgitating all those, the Texas Chainsaw movie. They're just regurgitating the same old boring IPs over and over again and not doing anything original. And
What?
it's
The Nun.
The
There-
Nun.
Yeah, there's that one though that looks really good that came out last Friday. Oh, what was it called? Oh, I just forgot the name. Hold on, let me look it up.
Oh yeah, I have a movie not for us soon too. New movie coming out on Netflix. That's seems kind of like interesting to me.
Was it a war movie?
Yeah, kinda. Where I'd be a house of dynamite.
I haven't heard about that one.
It's some sort of some sort of attack to the, I think, the U.S. or something. Suddenly there's a missile flying towards U.S. ICBM missile.
And it's
flying.
called The Dynamite?
I think it's more like the no, it's more like the what do you call it? What they wanted to do with that missile coming in. It's like a
Kind of like the movie about the Cuban Missile Crisis.
yeah, something like that. It looks interesting to me.
so like historical fiction, kind of.
Yeah.
No, it's more like a newer version.
Okay.
It's called a house of dynamite.
I hadn't heard of that one.
Me neither.
It just recently come out.
You sure it's not a comedy?
Nope. With a missile going on towards you, I ain't gonna.
Well,
gonna
the title itself makes you think it's some. Yeah. Unless it was a
what was that
foreign
called?
movie.
It has some American actors in it.
Well, I know you can have foreign made movies where there is some people you think are American actors. It turns out they're not. Man, this side of this Afghan is just a mess. Marcy says, I am bionic, so I have to change my battery in my back.
I wish I could do that. Man, if I could just be like, this battery's running down. It's only 2 p.m. Still got a long way to go and pop another one in. That would be so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm so envious of people who can take naps.
Oh, I have to lately.
I
I
can't.
want to see that Jason Momoa series called Blind, but you can only see it on Apple TV. I've tried looking to see if it's Amazon selling it as a, where you can buy it as like you can buy anything else, TV series that way. It's still not on there.
Oh. All right, I found the movie, The Shelby Oaks. That looks
Oh,
good.
I heard about that one. Okay, because that was made by a YouTuber.
Yes.
Okay.
I also want to see the black phone too, though.
I do too. I saw the first one. I liked the first one. I
Yes.
heard the second one was like not that good, but I'm still probably gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna pay for it.
Exactly.
Have you seen a movie called A Sum of All Fears?
Yes.
Yeah.
According to
But
this,
that's a Jack Ryan's.
I know, but according
I
to
read the
this,
book.
a house of dynamite presents the scenario of a nuclear strike against the United States better than a sum of all fears of its.
Okay.
Interesting.
It just come out on Netflix.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like a political action thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you know what it is.
I like stuff like that.
I do too. I just watched this one on Netflix. It was a French about a French serial killer.
Mhm.
Monster in Florence. That one was actually pretty interesting.
I didn't
It was like
see that one.
it was like a limited series, like 4 episodes.
I don't get to watch a whole lot. I really don't. I spend an obscene amount of time on YouTube.
Me too. I
And
usually
so
don't
it
watch much
inhibits my
lately.
ability to watch anything else.
Yeah. I forced myself the last 2 nights though, so that's how I watched that one.
And when I do watch something, it's so friggin' random. Like I don't know, there's a show on Amazon Prime for the longest time called Bosch.
I love Bosch. Yes, I
I've never
finished it.
watched Bosch. I've never seen a single episode, but for some reason I watched the spin-off they did with Maggie Q.
Oh, I love Maggie Q. Yes.
Yeah, and so I like her because she was in Designated Survivor, which I liked, which wasn't on for very long. But so I was like, well, let me watch this because I was looking at Bosch and I was like, oh, that's way too many seasons. So I
Yes.
was like, oh, here's this spin-off, good ratings. Maggie Q's in it, love her.
That's just
Okay.
nice.
And so I just binge watched it like in a day.
Yeah, so did I.
And I liked that one. I was like, okay, so now I'm like, okay, maybe I should go watch Bosch now.
So I watched that one first and then I went back and watched Bosch and it was worth it. It's
Okay,
worth
so you
it.
did the same thing then.
Yes. I was like,
Okay.
wait, I need more of this.
Yeah, I was like,
need
this was
more of
really
this.
good. And then when they brought him in on a couple of the episodes, and I was like, okay, all right, yeah,
Yeah. I will tell you, it's a little bit of a different style, but it's still really good. And I was like, okay, yeah, I enjoy it.
I've been rewatching Enterprise.
Oh, Enterprise is good. Yeah.
I never got into that. I like sci-fiction, like science fiction, but I never really got into any of the Star Trek stuff. I think it's because of my mom, because she used to watch that stuff when I was growing up, and I hated it. So now, like, I don't know, I watched some of it, but I just could never do the Star Trek stuff or
We need
anything
some more.
related to it.
We need some more Star Wars stuff and some more because we're on. Well, I think the Mandalorian's going to be in the theaters sometime in the spring of next year as a movie, not as season 3.
Hopefully, they don't mess it up.
But it's going to be cool to see Grogu with his increased powers
Right.
because that's going to be expected from what I read. And then December, which means I probably won't get to see it on or won't be able to download it from Amazon until the latter part of January. Will be Fire and Ash for the next Avatar movie, and oh my god, that one looks like it's going to be badass. And
I don't know. I'm not an Avatar person.
this ain't the regular
I
Avatar.
watched the movie
Have you ever
like
watched
back
the
in the
first
day.
one?
Yeah, I watched the first one. I wasn't really like into it.
Oh my god!
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was well done. I had
think it
no
was
desire
good.
to like watch it again.
Right. Same.
The second movie was just as good, but this third one looks like it's going to definitely be interesting for sure. It took him a long enough time to make these movies. I just want some more science fiction movies and some more action adventure movies. They're just not out there right now.
Right. I miss action movies. They don't do them like they used to.
They don't do
Some
them
more
like they used to.
karate, some more movies that involve martial arts. My goodness.
Yes.
It's all of our martial art actors have gotten old, and I guess there's been no young ones picking up the mantle.
I know. I'm hoping I like the kid who was playing in the new Karate Kid movie. I'm hoping
That
he does more
Karate
stuff.
Kid Legends, he was really good too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was good.
So maybe he'll be in one of the upcoming new ones because we definitely need some more martial art ones.
We do.
Our our that generation that did all the martial arts and did the Rambo movies and did the Rocky movies and all that. We need some new
Blood
ones.
sport.
Oh yeah.
Blood sport, yeah, all
Blood
those,
sport.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I love Jean-Claude Van Damme.
How can you not?
Or Chuck Norris. I was a huge Chuck Norris girl.
Me too. I used to watch Walker Texas Ranger. And I was like, I was very young. That came out, I was young and I was like, why am I watching?
Florna says she's been watching show horses in Apple TV. It's worth getting Apple TV.
I refuse to
For
get
that
into
show.
the app.
What's
I'm
show
not.
horses about? Is it about actual horses? No, that says slow
Probably
horses.
not.
That says slow horses, not show horses. I looked at that wrong.
Yeah,
No,
I
Scott,
don't.
No sky. Cloudy.
that figures. Florna said she liked blood sport too. I think we all do.
I know, right?
Conan the
I like the
Barbarian,
one where
Beastmaster,
the
all that
movie
stuff I
called
watched.
Romeo is Not Dead. I like that one too.
Yes.
Gods Must Be Crazy.
Jet Li
Yep.
was bad, but
Yeah, I love Jet Li too. Yes.
and when you put Jet Li with Jackie Chan, it's pretty funny.
Exactly.
I like the fact that Jackie Chan got to do the thing with the legends because you got that young man showed a little bit of some of Jackie Chan's style when he was kicking those adults' butts,
Yes.
getting them tangled up into each other.
Yep.
I'm like, Jackie Chan special right there.
Well, and see, that's the thing is that with Jackie Chan, you actually get to see more authentic, moves, and
Right.
that's what's missing from it, I
Yep.
think, because he has such that goofy style to it that brings it in, but it's still like badass at the
Yep.
same time.
Nikolai likes that Jack Reacher
Reacher.
series. The problem I had with it, it was good, but there's some point where they all are crossing this line where I'm beginning to feel like it's too far, too.
Unbelievable.
They make it look so real that the violence is, and some of the violence that's happening in it, it's just, I find it disturbing, or is it because of my age, or it's because I don't know. Because I could watch a Jackie Chan movie or a Jet Li movie or Bloodsport, as you put it, because I've watched them many times, and that didn't bother me. But some of the violence in Jack Reacher really bothered me.
Well, I think with that is with nowadays it's more gore. It's more you need more of it. Which I don't mind.
Stuff, so. I love that
Why
stuff.
do we need a lot? So the question of the day is why do humans need more gore?
I enjoy it.
I think it's something you like or don't, because I've always liked it, even from a very young age when it should have been scary to me. So I'd be like 6, 7, 8, and I would watch that stuff.
Yep, same.
I loved it from an early age. It didn't scare me, and it didn't creep
Well, if
me
you're
out.
like me, you grew up watching Creature Feature on Friday nights, And out of all them movies they had on Creature Feature, there was only one that ever gave me bad dreams, and that was that. And I still don't know the name of the movie, but it was some creature on an island, and it was when it would catch a human, it was sucking all their bone out of them and leaving them just the rest of the person behind.
See, that
Oh,
would
And,
make
it,
me
yeah.
laugh.
and
I would
this
probably
guy was
laugh if I
taking,
saw that.
yeah, and this guy was using an axe to try to kill it, and he cut it in half, and it turned into two of them. But do I agree with that movie? No. I'm like, that movie was really creepy.
I would
That
think that
sounds
was
fun.
hilarious, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know the name of it, and I've tried researching, and I just can't find it. Because it's probably because of how I'm wording it. I'm not wording it right, I don't think. So it would have had to have been between the 1960s to 1970s, late 1960s to somewhere in the early 70s movie.
Okay,
Because it
hold
was a
on.
black and white movie.
I definitely would. I definitely would have laughed if it was black and white.
Yeah, it was black and white, just like the Godzilla movies were back then.
Where
And
creatures suck
the
the
newest,
bones from the body.
yeah, it was like it would suck all the calcium out of the body and leave this gel. The body would be intact, but it would just be boneless.
I think back in the day they used to have on sci-fi, like back when people had cable, and I think it was on Saturdays they would run like sci-fi marathons on the sci-fi channel,
Yeah,
and I would watch all those like mutant sharks, mutant piranha, giant pterodactyls, giant birds, all that weird sci-fi stuff. I love all that too. I love me a good sci-fi B movie.
oh, Slow Horses is a detective show with MI5 agents, which has Gary Oldman in it. Okay, got ya.
Okay.
What about Island of Terror?
Did you find it?
Or show? Oh,
From
is that
The monster like
1966?
crawled. No, these creatures crawled around on the ground.
were they on the beach? Was it a sand monster?
Let me see.
They like moved around on the ground. That's how they got around, and they had something where they would grab a human with to grab them.
Looks like they have like tentacle-y thingies.
Island Terror. I'll have to, you're gonna have to send me a list and see, and then I'll go look and see if I can find the right one. That movie gave me bad dreams.
Here's another picture. Yeah, it looks like tentacle-y things.
Yeah, it had little tentacles, and it would grab someone and suck all their.
It came out in 1966.
That might be it.
All right, I'll send a picture to your thing.
Okay. The next Godzilla movie is going to come out on my birthday next year.
Ooh.
I'm super excited because that means about a month later I'll get to download it from Amazon.
All right. Now I want to watch this movie. Okay. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it looks like the next Godzilla movie is going to bring a space monster into it, and it might be Space Godzilla.
Ooh. Spacezilla. Ooh, I love Gary Oldman.
Yeah, I like Gary Oldman too. He did a good job in Batman.
Oh, he so did. But I also loved him in Harry Potter.
Yeah, he was great in Harry Potter.
Hi, Coco. I mean, he is a very versatile actor.
Yeah, he is. He can play both the bad guy and the good guy.
Yes.
Our chat has slowed down a little bit. Is there someone else going live tonight that I don't know about?
Oh, sorry, Coco. Sorry, my dog's trying to get my attention.
Okay, let's talk about this poll again. Now it dropped down to 67%, but that's with 18 votes. So there's probably some people who don't crochet. Maybe, but that's still not bad. Still above 50%.
Right.
Okay. I think if you don't leave Zoom when I get ready to shut the live down, okay? Because I want to talk to y'all.
Okay.
Y'all ready to come to a stopping point?
Whenever's fine by me.
Chaunda,
Huh?
are you ready for a stopping point?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, but I want to talk to you before. Yeah, so don't jump out of the Zoom yet.
I told Adrian it would be till 8. I was like, I think the live's till 7:30, but we'll probably be chatting, so probably 8.
Yeah, I figured we'd spend a few minutes after this live talking about something we could do next year. So, because I need to start thinking about that now. Because if I wait till the last minute, like always, something doesn't get done. All right, everyone. Do you want? I'm going to spotlight Chaunda. Chaunda, show them where you are on yours, and then tell them one more time about your channel and when you do your video uploads and stuff.
Well, I am under the needle quilting and crafts. I have a very relaxed channel. I've been really non-compliant lately about posting. Um, I don't know why. It's like what everybody is posting more. I'm posting less. I don't understand it, but that's where I'm at. This is the blanket that I'm working on. I thank Katie for inviting me today because I try to only work on this blanket when we're together.
Yep, same here.
So it was nice to get a little bit of progress done. I got 3 rows done today, so I'm really happy.
Good.
I'm done with this lighter pink, and my next color is going to be this tea rose kind of purple here. It's more pinky than it looks like in the monitor. The monitor is looking like
lilac color to me.
Yeah, it's looking very lilac, but it's not. It's definitely got it's lighter than what it looks like. But this will be my next color, so I'm excited about that. I do plan on putting a couple videos up soon, and I enjoyed crocheting with you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with us today.
Thank you for hanging out with us too. And Andi, you want to show them where you are on yours too? So let me spotlight you real quick.
I just got to finish the top of his head and then do the border around.
Looking great.
Yeah, he's actually turned out good. I know there's one spot where I messed up, but I don't know if you can tell. I can, but I was like, whatever. But I think I'll finish him tonight on my live. So if you want to see him finished, and then I guess I can see if he can glow real quick. Hold on. Let me turn off the light.
Are you going live tonight?
Yeah, I'll go live probably after I eat some dinner. So probably in like 2 hours I'll be live. Okay. But let me see his glowy face and see if it's what I wanted. Light. Ooh, it's darker now. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. So it's turning out how I wanted it. So he looks very ghost facedy to me. Sorry, my husband just got home, so the dog is barking. But yeah, I will finish him up tonight, and maybe I'll start another one. So spooky time.
Okay, so the poll, 67% said yes about a crochet project for next year, and that's out of 18 votes. So that gives us a baseline to go by, and we will when we figure out what, we'll come up with different ideas, probably 2 or 3 ideas, and then put it before you guys, and then we'll decide on which one we're going to actually do next year. Thank you everyone for attending the live tonight. I appreciate all of y'all. I'll see you Thursday. It is going to be me and Nikolai, and he's going to be working on his rail fence jelly roll project that he started in September, and I'm going to continue on working on the friendship quilt that we were doing using jelly rolls. I'll be doing that. And Friday will be the 1000 block, and I'll update everybody on my community tab about that as well. So have a great night, and remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do you do with all that? You make something beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, where are you? Trying to find his right screen. And I got someone up here yipping at my heel. Uh-oh. 1 minute, y'all. I'm waiting on the screen to come back. It crashed apparently. Okay, now I can end the stream.
Oh, I didn't realize that's why